So today we will be doing a 3DS theme tutorial. So I will link all the things you need down below in the description. So what I recommend first to store all of your files together if you're going to, make a theme is on a file system or like on Google Drive in a folder. So make a folder, name it what do you want, and then this is where all your stuff is going to be. So today I had to use my drive because I had to get all my stuff from my phone to my computer. So today, we're making a dorohedoro theme. So with this, so what you want to do first, so first you want to think, what kind of theme do you want? What kind of theme do you need? What do you want to, okay. So today I'm making a dorohedoro theme, so that's my theme that I chose. What you want to do is focus on a theme for your theme, So it doesn't matter what it is. It could be literally anything. But I'm going to assume that you have 3DS custom firmware. Of course, I'll link a video tutorial and a way to do that, to get custom firmware for your 3DS or whatever system you have that is, in the DS family, 3DS family, that you could mod. There's tons of different tutorials out there. I'll link you the one that helped me make mine, and here we go. So for this I chose the dorohedoro opening by No Name. So what you want to do is, to get your music, you go on YouTube or some other sound app, and I recommend like YouTube to MP3. YouTube to MP3 converter is good. The only issue is that when you make if you're on mobile and it still works, it's going to take you to a pop-up website when you press download, but it doesn't matter. Just as long as you close that thing and you'll have the download ready. So first, get your song for the theme that you want. And then what you want to do is get the pictures for your theme that you want. Remember, they have to be a dimension of 512 by 256 if I remember correctly. Yeah, so there's another program that I recommend getting that is called, what is it called? 3DS. Okay, so 3DS theme editor. I'll link that down in the description to download for it. And it helps you set up your themes. Good, help me. Okay, sorry, my computer's not cooperating. Alright, so here's the theme editor. So it doesn't matter where you get it, just as long as you're able to download it, it's fine. So this is the theme editor. You open that up. So once you got all of your files together in a separate folder, which is what I'm going to do. So first I'm going to open up a new folder, and that's going to be called dorohedoro, because that's the name of my theme. So I'm opening that up. Today I'm going to download these, and I'm going to put these into this folder, everything that I need into this folder, except for the sound file. That's because the sound file needs to be in a specific way. And of course, it's for organization, all that stuff. It helps you with the system and everything, finding everything. So what you want to do with the music file is, I'm actually going to put it there because why not? It's not going to harm anything. You just have to delete it after you're done converting it. So what you want to do is, when you get that file, the sound file, the MP4, you have to convert it to a .wav. So what I recommend is using Audacity, which is actually right here. So use Audacity or some other sound system that could convert sound files. But keep in mind you have to have it at a certain size. I don't remember what the size is, but I'll be sure to put it in the description. So what I recommend is using Audacity, opening up the sound file. Let's see here. So you want to open up the sound file. Let that load in. Sorry about that. So once it is done loading, what you want to do, you want to crop the sound to be a certain way. And also remember, you have to have it at a certain file size, otherwise this will not work. So what you do, let's say I want this sound to be like, let's see here. Knowing my dad, he's gonna blast my ears. Alright, so you want the so let's say you want the sound to be like, let's say right here or something, you know, like right there. Okay, and then going to there. So what you want to do, you do that, you crop it by using this tool. Select the audio for crop, blah blah blah. Which is, you do that by like this, and you could crop it or something like that. I'm not going to do that though, so Control Z to undo. So you crop it to the way you want, and if the file size isn't working, which I'll explain why you need it to be a certain way in a second, you just click this, because it really helps, and it helps you with the quality of the sound. You might have to lower it, which really sucks, but sometimes you don't if you crop it correctly. So after you got it cropped, I'll skip towards here in a second. I'm going to do this just for sound purpose, just for, you know, tutorial purposes. Let's see. Okay, so I want it like right there. Alright, so I'm going to have it right there, and I'm going to crop. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Okay, so what we're going to do is crop that out. So crop everything that you don't need out of the song. So something like this, and okay, so whoops, okay, so just quit play and unlock. Okay, so let's say I want it like that. All right, so then I'm going to lower the thing about to here. It doesn't really matter. And then I'm going to do export. You have to make sure that everything is all ready and paused, otherwise it won't let you do anything. Export as WAV. Let it load. I would put it in. Don't mind the file names. The thing that the folder that you just made. So about, if I can find it, right here. So what you want to do is save it right there. Doesn't matter what you do with there. So here's another program that you need, and what was it called? It was, so there's this file that you need to also transfer it to, is BRSTM, which is, yep. Alright, so BRSTM to BCSTM. So what it'll do is, there's this program that has like a folder pack, which has the BRSTM converter, where first you open it, you clear out whatever you have there, if you have anything there, if you've done this before. So what you want to do, you open up this exe file, and it only works with .wav. So what you have to do is, yep, make sure it says loop start. Make sure it says loop start to end. Doesn't matter what you do there. Output as BRSTM. That's what you want. So what you want to do is press OK. It's going to open up a file system. What you want to do is go here. Whoops. Okay. Open up the new WAV file that you just made. So go here. Okay, that one. Open up the WAV file. It will convert it, and then it should be an output once it's done. See? So it's, you know, converting everything. I have to press enter. It says files made. And so you made the new file. It should be located in output. So the next thing that you do is go back to the root of the file pack, go here, open up this, and then it's going to ask you to open up a file. So you want to open this file because it's a BRSTM file. What this will do is convert it to a sound file that the 3DS theme could use. So you press OK. And you wait. It should appear here. Yep, exactly what you want. So if you don't know what the file name is, because it doesn't say, that's the BSRTM one. You could delete that. This is what you want. You want the BCSTM file. So what you do then, you put that back in the dorohedoro file, or in this case, well, that's the name for me. You put it back in your file. after making that, you delete these other two files because you don't need them. And then this is where things get interesting. I'm gonna switch out, so give me a second. Alright, sorry about that. I ran out of time on the thing. Alright, so what I want to do now, since that you have the BCSTM file and your PNG files, has to be PNG by the way, you're going to want to go to your Usagi 3DS theme editor, which I'll put down in the description. This is where the themes are created. So first, you start with new if you haven't already. Then you go to image, then you go to top, scroll over, go to import, and then you pick your top image, which I'm going to be using this one. It loads in. That looks awesome. So with the images, that's how you get them in. Same with the bottom. If you have a bottom image, that is. Import. I'm going to be using this one. So there we go. So then you can put your theme info in, which I'll be putting my username in. And then what you could do is add icons if you want. So what you would do here is like, it's a large icon or small icon, it doesn't matter, but they have to be at a 48 by 48 size or 24 by 24 size. And remember, top is 512 by 256, and the bottom image is 512 as well by 256. So after that, what you want to do is go to, okay. So you go to colors. These are where all of your colors for every little thing is, for the arrows, for the shading, everything. So the reason why the gray is because I have not clicked them on. I have not enabled them. So what you want to do, you leave these alone for the most part, unless you want to like, make it a solid color. It goes to there. I'm going to have it on texture because I want my image to be used. So for the top background color, leave that alone unless you have background. Top corner button color. So this will probably go to these. So you want to go with enable. Bottom screen, same thing with here. So what you want to do is enable all the colors that you want to be able to tweak. So for instance, I want these to be colored. I want these to be colored. I want the folders to be colored. Actually no, let's leave that alone. I want the background color. Nope, I'm gonna keep that on disabled because I want my texture on. Let's see, folder background color. So this is for, and you can also see what it looks like. So that's what it's gonna be like when you open it. So you click folder, you enable or disable animate, you keep press on so it makes those little markings so you can see literally everything. So then what you do, I want my 3D file to be, have a color. I'm going to have cursor colors on so I can color these. And background music enabled if you want music on your file, like custom music. Sound effects I'm probably going to leave alone. Arrow button color. So I'm going to enable those. I'm going to enable those. So now we have all our colors ready for the theme. So what I'm going to do is go here. So top screenshot, camera, and button. So they all have a description to the buttons. Here's the background. So for instance, it even has like a preset color palette. Make it red. For the foreground, you can like make it all different kinds of colors. So I'm going to go with that. Actually, yeah, let's go with that. For the bottom screen, settings and resize buttons. You could do like things like this, which like make a really cool kind of glow or border to it. Background, I want it to be like that. Highlight, I want it to be like, let's see here, white. Icon button, I'm going to make it be like that. And you can make it glow, you can make it all sorts of colors, and it's really interesting to play around with. For instance, I'm going to go with this to make it have a 3D cool look. So for the launch button, you just keep going until, you have what you want. For the launch buttons, I'm going to go with something like, let's see, that cool background. Have it like that. Glow shall be, and also here's advanced. So here's, in this case, I'll make it brighter. So as you can see right here, the colors are changing. So I could make it like cool green. I could even make it hollow or whatever. You just play around with it and it makes really cool options. So for the glow, I'm going to have it like that. For the text glow, this makes the text pop like that, as you can see, which is kind of weird on the eyes, so I'm going to go with that. Change the shadow position. And have it like that, so that's a very slight accent to it. Foreground unpressed, I'm going to have it like a deep readable color, but it still goes with the theme well. Foreground pressed, and then you do this. So you could see what it looks like when it's pressed. I'm going to have it like, let's see, let's make it have it a little bit brighter. There we go. So now it has that when you press onto things. Close button, same thing. You could go like, ooh, that looks actually interesting. Okay, so like that, background on pressed. Glow, I'm going to have it at this very bright red, orange. And then the text glow shall be like that. Okay. Foreground unpressed. Let's go with that. Foreground pressed, and it should be. I have it also a little bit lighter, kind of like the other one. That. Folder background. So this is the bottom screen inner area on the folder view. So like this. I'm gonna make it that. If I remember right. Actually, hang on. Oh, okay. So that's when that comes in handy. For this controls, you know, the little squares where the placement would be. You can make it have a cool glow. Could change the invisibility on that. It's cool. I'm gonna go with something like that. And I'm gonna make this less intense, like that. 3D folder, which is up here, I think, which would be red. Shading's gonna be like that. Highlight will be. Remember, highlights are supposed to be brighter, typically. Yep, like that. So that's like the sheen. And the shadow, I'm going to make it nice and dark. So, 3D file icon, the titles icons and stuff. Ooh, okay. So, close that. And that actually changes that a lot. So then the glow will be like, actually I'm going to make this one blue. Purple blue. Shading will be that. Glow should be like that. And we got that. Nice. Alright, so the shadow, to have it much darker. Okay, so something like that. My cursor, which is these little things right here, little boxes. I'm going to make it very bright, very bold. That. The glow is going to be like this. Actually, let's make it red. That's cool. So for the arrow button, which is this little button right here, you know, same thing, same thing. That actually looks really awesome. I'm going to keep it like that. Okay. So the arrow is going to be something like the border like that. Have a little nice, very light outline. I'm not sure if you can see that. Unpress will be like, let's see, that, and press is going to be white. So when I do that, it becomes a white button, a white little arrow. So now I have the colors ready. What you want to do is for the sound. So let's work on the sound. So what you want to do is like load. Actually, that won't work. So, okay, so here's actually what you do. You do save as. So you do save as. It's going to create a body_lz.bin file. You're going to want to put that in any folder that you want, typically an organized folder, because you're going to have the correct files with it, otherwise it's not going to work. So something like right here. So this is a good place to put it, because then you have the you have to have the BCSTM file and the body lz.bin and the info files all together on the same file. You could read this. The background music flag is set. Blah blah blah. Then you could do load. So it's disabled. So what you have to do is go back here, enable it. You typically want to get rid of these other files, but since it's next to it, click load. Oh, okay, so here's the issue. It says right here, so this is really just lots of trial and error. So what you want to do is when you load it, it's not going to work, right? So here's the issue. You have to rename the BCSTM files to BGM. So right here, have it like this, bgm.bcstm. Then you could try reloading it after that. Okay, so it'll load. It's enabled. Then you could, here is the volume, so you could play it. And then, after that, once you get everything with the sound adjusted, you could load it, you could play it. That's how it is, but it's going to loop since it's a BCSTM file, and the 3DS themes only accept BCSTM files. So make sure it loops well, and it'll sound great. So after this, I have it like that. What I'm going to want to do is save as. So it's going to save there, replace it, and then you could upload it to, Theme Plaza, or alternatively, what you could do, well, it's actually the easiest way to do, is go on Theme Plaza, which is right up here. It's themeplaza.eu. So you make an account, which is like the easiest thing to do. So you got all these themes that people are able to like put up. So what you want to do is upload. Go to upload. You go to theme, category themes, or whatever you're making. You could go here. I don't know why there's all that search history, my stupid little brother. I'm gonna name it dorohedoro theme. It's gonna, you add this as a little description. So a theme based on Noi and Shin. Oh, whoops. Noi and Shin. So you type a description if you want. You have to add the little body files that you have here. No, not that one. That's the wrong thing. Okay. So body lz.bin, you put that there. Go to background music. Click that. Open it. And then you go to background information. You put the name of it in. So this is Welcome to Chaos. That's the main theme of dorohedoro. They're never really. It's like something like that. Something like that. Okay, so then you go to the preview, which comes with the generator, which is super handy. Click that, you open it. It's very, like, with the little stars, mean that's required. You don't have to have an icon. So then you click upload, which I'm not going to do right now. But it should give you a zip file if you'll upload it, which I'll show you right here. So let's say you made like, let's see, so Theme Plaza. I'm not going to upload it. Now let's say you want like, I don't know, something like this. So what you would do, this is what the interface looks like. So it'll show you the music that you uploaded. It would have the themes, it would have your username, has all the dates when it was uploaded, and it has info here. You could click download. It's going to download a zip file. So what you do, after you hack your DS, you're going to enter the SD card, which is what I'm going to show right now. So you open up the SD card, and there should be a folder that says themes. You don't do anything but drag the entire zip file. Do not unzip it at all. Just drag the file straight to the themes file.